Hello, welcome to Misa Music and Creatives. For the sake of my sanity, this video was recorded partially after I recovered from being sick. I hope you enjoy the silly, random moments that I had during the time that I was sick. And please enjoy the recording.
Today looks like a good day to watch a movie, since I'm sick at home. Ugh, I hate colds. Anyways, what is this?
I haven't watched Chicken Little in like 20-something years. The last time I watched it, I was probably 7 years old. So flashback. Oops. Flash forward to today, or at least present past month when I was sick. I watched Chicken Little for the first time in a really, really long time, which was really interesting because I was sick. The funny thing about being sick, it kind of makes your memory kind of foggy, mostly because all the sleeping and you're already drowsy and all that good stuff that, well, sarcastically saying, all that good stuff that comes from being sick. But you somehow manage to make it through, and usually the one thing that people do is watch TV or some sort of movie or whatever comes to mind, I guess. But me, I don't just watch anything. Usually I pick really pickily about what I want to watch. So whenever I was looking for something to watch, I just wanted to watch something familiar because I knew afterwards I would probably just forget what I just watched. New shows? Nope. New movie? Nope. Anything new like a book? No. Especially not doing anything new like drawing or trying to do a new recipe. That was just not going to cut it. When you're sick, it absolutely does not work out. In my case, being sick usually ends up meaning that I'm pretty much spending most of my day being sleepy, annoyed, coughing, sneezing, maybe even wheezing. And, did I already mention sleeping? Well, anyways, there's a lot of rest. At least I try to sleep. Usually it doesn't work out so well because all the coughing and then suddenly you just can't breathe for some reason in the middle of the night. It's awful. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I haven't watched Chicken Little in quite a while. So when I did, I actually ended up enjoying it, even though I wasn't 100% well when I did see it. But I did kind of remember parts of the beginning, which was actually great because it was as funny as I thought it was, like the whole movie, from the beginning to the end. Although there were some jokes that I was just like, that's kind of childish. But overall, it was a great movie. My favorite part of the movie, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Chicken Little in their life. So, yeah, I suggest you go see it because it's funny and it's great. But, anyways, my favorite part of the movie is actually when one of the characters, his name is Runt, I think. He's the pig, and he goes into the spaceship, and he goes with, of course, Chicken Little, and then Abby the duck. She's like the ugly duckling in the story. And they go in there after the little friend, like fish, and he's like in there in the spaceship. And the funniest part is like Pig is like literally having an anxiety attack, or maybe like a panic attack. But like he's like hyperventilating. And I just think it's so funny. Like they all like they're like trying to like calm him down, and he's like with this little paper bag, and he's like breathing so hard that he literally like breathes it in and like chokes on it. And he's like, oh yeah. You're like, oh my gosh. I just when I was a kid, I found that so funny. I literally like I was like crying, crying and laughing. And when I saw it, even though I was sick and kind of like low on energy, I just bursted. Like it was so funny. And I could like barely laugh, but at the same time like my eyes were just like doing the laughing for me because they were just crying. Anyways, it was pretty funny. Um so the next thing I ended up doing while I was sick was watching the Sonic movies. I already watched the Sonic, like the Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, and then I ended up watching the third film, which was great. And that was actually later on, like, because after I was feeling a lot better, I was like, oh, I have more brain power. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Oh, and I also watched the Knuckles like mini series thing that they did. It was really cool. And it was great. It was funny, and I don't want to give too much spoilers on what happened in the series, but basically explained some things, I guess a little bit like about the characters, like Knuckles and Wade. Um, and Wade ends up, um, well, he ends up being like a guardian, I guess. He's like the warrior in training, I guess, for Knuckles. But anyways, you should go see. I mean, like, just look it up and see like the Knuckles series. It was funny. It was good. And it has like a catchy little song for the intro. Anyways, that's what I did. And then pretty much the rest of the time, like after I started to recover, I pretty much was just at home, drinking my tea, eating my ramen noodles. And sometimes whenever I'm sick, I like to not necessarily cook a lot. I just like to add in like sometimes those little cup of noodles don't like I need some like fiber, like some protein, so I'll add a little egg or something, or I'll add some zucchini. So I basically just meal prepped and was just like, I'm gonna make this, and then when I'm done sleeping, I'll just eat food. So that's pretty much what I did since I was sick. But I'm really glad that I'm doing a lot better now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a comment or a like, and feel free to subscribe if you want. No pressure. But yeah, I really would love your support, and see you in the next video. Bye.